It's so good to see you. Come here. I don't care that you've been on a plane. I still want a hug. I missed you. Next time, don't go away for 2 weeks. That was way too long for me. Oh, shut up. It probably didn't even feel that way for you because you gotta run around Europe and see cool things. I, on the other hand, have been stuck here. Yeah, I did some things, but nothing too exciting. I drove up to my parents' place for dinner a couple times. Met some coworkers for drinks, and went camping with my friends over the weekend. It was fun seeing everyone, but it was also exhausting to be around them. Exactly. I appreciate them all, but they drive me insane. I feel like I'm constantly on edge, trying to dodge questions or pretend to care about things that I have no interest in. Honestly, I would have much rather spent that time with you. Of course I mean it. You're the only person I could never get tired of. I like being with you. I always have. Come on, let's get out of this airport. Oh, you don't have to worry about that. I can take your bags while you hop in the car. Door's unlocked. Alright, we're good to go. First things first, let's get you some real food. What they serve you on flights is damn near criminal, I'd say. You know it's true. It's either a piece of lukewarm chicken or a pile of mushy pasta and some weird sauce. Which one did you choose this time? You selected the pasta? And how was that? I knew you were going to say that. I'd hardly call it a meal, especially if you took one bite and pushed the rest away. That settles it. We're going out to eat. We could stop by the diner that's near here, or do you want to wait until we get further into town? Ooh, we could try that new Thai place you've had your eyes on. You're not hungry? That doesn't seem like you. You usually have an appetite after a long day of traveling. Are you okay? You may be feeling fine, but I'm still worried. I really don't mind stopping somewhere, even if it's just for a quick bite. Alright. Do you want to head straight to your apartment then? Got it. Traffic has been light this evening, so we should make there in about 45 minutes. You don't have to thank me for picking you up. I'm always happy to do it, regardless of the time or place. Oh wow, look at that. It's a good thing you arrived before the rain started. With the way it's coming down now, a clear landing might have been challenging. This is nothing compared to the downpour on your last day in Paris. Oh, tell me about that. Actually, start from the beginning. I want to hear everything about the trip. That's right, you flew into Munich first, so you could attend this year's Oktoberfest, right? Ugh, I'm still jealous you made it there before me. I've always wanted to experience a real Oktoberfest instead of the sorry excuse that our city hosts. I'm dying to know, though. How was it? Nope. That did not happen. There's no way in hell. Look, I know you. You're super picky when it comes to your beer, and you only drink one glass or a bottle at a time. I seriously doubt you were slamming down mugs of beer like there was no tomorrow. You have a video of you chugging beers and belting out German drinking songs with a polka band? Who are you and what have you done with my friend? Just when I think I've learned everything about you, you go and do something that surprises me. No. Nice try, but we are not moving on from this topic yet. You can't dangle that information in front of me without showing some evidence. I'll believe you if I can see the video with my own eyes. Come on. Please. For me. Yes! Thank you! You have no idea how excited I am to see this video. You rarely show your wild side, so whenever you do, it's kind of a big deal. I'm just sad I wasn't there to see it in person. So where'd you go after Munich? Rome. Oh, did you get to see all the touristy sites? Like the Colosseum, the Trevi Fountain, the Pantheon? Nice! You know, Rome is a place I'd like to visit someday. Not only could I die happy from eating all the pasta and pizza, but the ancient buildings seemed like they'd be cool to explore. What were your thoughts? You enjoyed everything you saw, but your favorite part was underneath the Colosseum? Whoa, hold on. You get to see the area where they kept the animals for gladiator fights? That's amazing! What was it like? Yeah? Oh, I'm shivering just thinking about it. I bet it was surreal to stand in the same place where all of that happened. Of course I want to see photos. You don't even have to ask. There is something I'm curious about, though. Did you follow the tradition of tossing a coin into the Trevi Fountain? Well, I had to make sure. Not everyone does, which is a shame. Otherwise, how can you guarantee that you'll come back to Rome? I'm glad we're on the same page about that. Alright, so we've covered Munich and Rome. That leaves us with Paris as your final destination. I've been waiting to hear about this part of your trip. Visiting Paris has been your dream since the beginning of college, so I'm sure you have a lot to say about it. Like I could ever forget. We had a history professor who was born and raised in Paris, and every afternoon he talked about what life was like there. You became so enamored that I basically had to drag you out of the room each time. You even convinced me to take French classes with you so that we could practice the language together. Yeah, I still remember a little. I know the important phrases, at least. Enough about that. The real question is, did Paris live up to your expectations? Really? You were disappointed. Why? You felt like everywhere you went, whether it was the Eiffel Tower, the Louvre, or Notre Dame, you felt lonely. It was like a part of you was missing. The last day was the worst because of the storm. It was so bad you couldn't go anywhere without getting completely soaked. You ended up spending most of the day inside your hotel room wishing you were already home. God, I'm sorry. That must have been awful. Feeling like that in a place that should have made you incredibly happy. Please don't wave this off as nothing. Your feelings always matter. They do. Throughout our entire friendship, we never shied away from telling each other exactly what we're feeling, whenever we're feeling it. I don't understand why it was different this time. If you were feeling that down, why didn't you call me? Hey, that's not true. You're never a bother to me. You could have called me while I was sleeping or while I was in the middle of work, and I would have dropped everything to talk to you. You take priority over anything else. The only reason why I didn't reach out was because I didn't want to bug you while you were out having fun. Maybe I should have, though. The thought of you alone, without someone to offer support, it's gut-wrenching. It was better than I didn't say anything. Because you didn't want to talk to me? Oh. I guess I wasn't expecting that. Did I do something to upset you? Please talk to me. Whatever it is that I did, I swear I'll work on fixing it. I never wanted to be the cause of any pain or discomfort for you, and I'm sorry it's already gotten this far. What? You want me to stop the car right now? Okay, fine, hang on. Looks like there's a park up ahead. I'll pull over. Hey, where the hell are you going? Get back here! Oh, for the love of God. Why are you running away from me? What do you mean it was all too much? I don't even know what that means. Will you slow down and just talk to me? Oh my God. Hey, I've got you. You're okay. What were you thinking? The grass is so easy to slip on because it's wet, for crying out loud. You could have injured yourself if I hadn't been around to catch your fall. It's fine. I'm just glad you didn't get hurt in the process. Going back to the car seems like it's out of the question right now, but we're not going to have this conversation out here in the rain. Let's find a nice dry spot to rest, okay? There's a pavilion over there. This picnic table looks like it'll work. We can sit here, at least for a little while. Now, can you please tell me why you decided to bolt like that? I really don't know what you mean. Could you try to explain it? You couldn't handle your feelings anymore. They were about to burst out of you and you were terrified. So you ran. No, I don't think you're ridiculous. Admittedly, it was strange that you took off without an explanation, but I guess if you were that overwhelmed, then escaping was probably the easiest solution. At least you were in a safe area, and I was near you. What I'm still trying to understand is the whole feelings part. Feelings about what? Feelings for what? Feelings for me? You have feelings for me? As in the romantic kind? You're in love with me. You could have just said that in the car. It would have been a lot easier than all of this. Don't get me wrong, the theatrics were kind of entertaining, but did you really have to run away from me? The reason this doesn't sound like a rejection is because it isn't one. How could I possibly reject you when I felt the same way about you for so long? I can't believe you didn't know. I thought it was painfully obvious, especially in the last few months. I was desperate to shout my love for you from the rooftops. But that probably would have been a stupid idea, so I settled for dropping hints. Apparently, you never got any of them. Well, let me clear things up then. I I'm deeply and hopelessly in love with you. Nothing will ever change how I feel. Not even the fact that you fled from me in the pouring rain to avoid talking about your feelings. Oh, you're never going to live that down. Might as well get used to it. Just because I love you doesn't mean I'm going to stop teasing you. You'll always be my favorite person to tease. Nope, you can't take back your I love you. You already put it out there in the universe, and you wouldn't want to mess with that, now would you? Didn't think so. Sorry, guess you're stuck with me. Oh, please, like I would ever let you go. You're mine now, just as much as I am yours. This is my way of making things official, if you're okay with that. Oh, that's a relief. I was right there for a minute. I hate to ruin the mood, but after everything we talked about, I have a feeling that needing a break from work wasn't your only reason for leaving on short notice. Did I have something to do with it too? I'm sorry. I didn't mean to drive you away. That was the last thing I ever wanted to do. If I had just been honest with you years ago, I could have saved us a lot of trouble. Does it matter how long? It's been 5. Yes, we've been friends for 8 years, and I've been in love with you for 5 of them. No need to be smug about it. If you must know, I started having feelings for you our 2nd year of college. But by the 3rd year, I was head over heels for you. Actually, it was our lit class that made me come to terms with it. Do you remember reading The Great Gatsby and having to write a letter to either ourselves or someone else explaining what love is? Okay, good. Because what I'm about to say will make more sense if you already know the context. I wrote my letter to you. And I had planned on giving it to you at the end of the semester, but when the time came, I chickened out. I kept chickening out, year after year. The letter, which was wedged between one of the pages of my old books, has never left its spot. I kept it there until I could finally work up the courage to confess to you. I'm not finished with the story yet. Hold on. I'm getting to the good part, I swear. It's a bit damp from the rain, but it can still be read. I pulled it out today because I realized I was ready. I was hoping to get back to your apartment before I gave you the letter, but I guess this works just as well. You want me to read it out loud? Are you sure? Okay, fine. Here goes. Okay. Answering the question, what is love, seems like an impossible task. Where does a person even begin? There are so many different types of love. There's the kind of love someone has for their family, There's another type for friends, and of course there's romantic love. But let's not forget that self-love is important too. Love is also one of the most impactful things in the world. I know that it's certainly impacted me. I may not be so great with words, but I'm going to try my best to explain what love is and how you fit into all of this. Love is a feeling I get when you look at me, half in exasperation and half in amusement. It's the pink in your cheeks when I'm teasing you. It's the comfort of your hugs and the sunshine of your smiles. It's the sound of your laugh that always calms my nerves. It's all the quotes and the song lyrics that suddenly make sense when I think of you. It's spending lazy days with you, sitting on the couch and watching TV, or wandering around town without any real agenda. It's staying up late, playing our favorite games. It's having meaningful conversations about the messy parts of life. It's taking an interest in your hobbies and wanting to join you so that I can be a part of the things that make you happy. It's making time for you. It's making time for you, even when my schedule is packed. I'll always make time for you, regardless of what else is going on in my life. Love is also helping you unpack baggage, not because it's expected, but because I want to. It's forgiving you, and receiving the same forgiveness when we have the occasional argument and say things we shouldn't have. It's hanging on rather than letting go, especially when things are difficult. It's putting your wants and needs above my own. It's doing whatever I can to make you feel safe and comfortable. Love is a million things, and I could spend forever trying to define it. But the most important thing for you to know is that I love you. I love you for everything that you are and everything you are not. I love you in this universe and in every other one out there. I love you now, and I will continue to love you until the end of time. That's the end of the letter. What do you think? I never thought I'd see you look at me like that. You're looking at me like I hung the moon and the stars. I'm familiar with it because I've been giving you the same look all these years. You have your own definition of love. Well, now you have to tell me. I'm on the edge of my seat here. You've never known love like the one you feel for me. It's all-consuming and all-encompassing. It defies boundaries and limits, no matter how vast they are. Its intensity often leaves you breathless, as if you finished running a marathon. Despite the force and strength of it, it's also quiet and reassuring. It's a type of love that is fueled by unshakable trust. It's one thing to trust someone, but it's wholly another to trust someone to take care of your heart. And you trust me to take care of your heart. I promise you that I will. I trust you to look after mine as well. Turnabout is fair play, you know. I'm glad you agree. I really want to kiss you right now. Trust me, I would, but I have a better idea. Come with me. No, we're not headed back to the car yet. I am, however, leading you out to the rain. You've always wanted to be kissed in the rain. You made me watch all those rom-coms and romantic dramas, remember? I never forgot that. And this seems like a perfect opportunity. Now, where were we? Did that live up to your romantic fantasies? It would have been better if we kissed in Paris. I'll keep that in mind. The next time you go, I'm coming with you. And the second it rains, my lips will be all yours. Yes, I promise. By the way, there's something I've been meaning to say in French. It's one of those important phrases I mentioned earlier. Je t'aime. I'm sexy when I speak French, huh? Good to know. I guess I better brush up on him. Fine, you can hold me to it. Speaking of holding each other accountable, I still want to see the video of you at Oktoberfest. Come on, let's go back to your place. Sure, you can have another one for the road. I love you too. So, is this a thing now? Kisses in the rain while one of us says I love you in French and the other responds in English? I could definitely get used to this.